Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is August 26, 2011. It is a Friday, the end of the trading week. So let's get right into the charts here. There's a lot that can go on today. There could be fireworks or it could be a non-event. We'll have to see. But let's start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see they're lower by $3.25, trading right at 154 spot 25. So a little downtick in the futures, but there's a lot going on. We will have the big Bernanke speech coming out of Jackson Hole, Wyoming, this morning at 10 o'clock Eastern Time in the United States. So again, that speech is at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. That will be a market-moving speech once it is completed. So just realize the markets will trade off of that speech. Last year at this time is when Bernanke announced his QE2 plans, and the market really took off to the upside. We'll see if this is a similar type scenario. Right now, the street is betting that there will be no announcement of QE3, since QE2 just ended in the end of June. So again, that is a big speech, and we'll see how the Fed chairman handles that speech. He's come under a lot of pressure and a lot of scrutiny as of late, with high inflation around the world and also a real lackluster economy. Banks are still in a lot of trouble, and we also know that there have been no jobs created in this whole QE period. So again, the Bernanke is in a little bit of hot water here. He has to pull a rabbit out of his hat, but we'll see what he says or does. Right now, futures are down just a little bit over 3 points, so we'll see how that plays out. Real quick, we'll go to the U.S. dollar index. You can see here the dollar is down about 22 cents today, but it is well off the lows. So it has rallied off the lows of the day, but down about 22 cents, still negative. But the dollar goes up, the markets usually will deflate. That is what we have seen, and until that changes, we still have to continue to look for that. Now, a couple of other things we have to talk about. First, we'll talk about oil. USO this morning is trading right around, let me just get rid of these lines, clear up the screen. USO is trading right around 32.62. Yesterday it closed at 32.97. It is trading down a little bit. Spot crude is trading down a little bit over $1 at the moment. So we are having oil under a little bit of pressure here this morning. And we'll see how that plays out. Again, that will be affected usually by the dollar as well, by the action in the US dollar index. Let's take a look at GLD. GLD is trading up a little bit this morning. It closed at 172.36, trading at 172.17. So it has come down since the last time I checked. Now trading actually a little bit lower than yesterday's close, but nonetheless, gold was up a little bit, and it still is. Spot gold is up about $7-8 at the moment. But this is a pretty good fall. It was surging pre-market, and it has come all the way back down. So this is telling us that indications for a QE3 are not there, and gold is starting to come back down. So we'll have to watch that. No QE or no stimulus program by the Fed will bring gold down most likely. So again, watch for that. Gold is going to remain very, very volatile right now, but you have to watch gold today, especially after the Bernanke announcement. No QE could bring gold down, so remember that. We'll see. Gold has been very, very volatile. You may have put in a short-term top in gold, and we'll just see how that all plays out. But just for intraday purposes, if there's no QE, that could be a negative for gold. Okay, let's talk about Asia last night. If you look at the Asian markets, you'll see that India was the big loser last night. The Sensex was down almost 2%, 1.85%. So a very, very big decline there. Watch for weakness in all of the Indian ADRs. Okay, you can look at the India Fund. That has rallied a little bit off the lows here. Looks like at the moment, really not active at the moment. Take that back. Let's take a look at some ADRs such as Tata Motors. Watch for early weakness there. Watch. Let's take a look at INFY. Okay, Infosys. There could be some early weakness there. Okay, RDY. I'm just going through a few Indian ADRs that I know, and there could be some weakness there, and a few others. But watch for weakness early in all of the Indian names. All of these daily charts on the Indian ADRs are very, very poor. They're very, very weak. These charts are not good chart patterns, so they're oversold, but they can go lower. Okay, so watch the Indian ADRs for weakness this morning. Let's take a look at OVTI. This stock is getting hit pretty sharply. OmniVision selling off pretty abruptly. There looks like there's pretty good support right around 1950 or so. We're just below that level now. There looks like there is some decent support here. If this does break through that level, I just got to find the next clean-cut spot. Yeah, if it breaks through that level, you probably have to look down at 1840. There's going to be some support, and then after that, it's really going to be down to the $16 area. So be careful with this one. But nonetheless, there are going to be some support levels coming up on this OVTI. But you have to watch out because this could go lower. Let's take a look at Tiffany's. This stock reported earnings better than expected. They beat on both the top and bottom lines. Right now, the stock is trading up. We'll see if it can get anything going. Traded as high as $68 this morning. Has since chopped around. So, again, it is trading higher on the day. Yesterday, it looks like it closed around 63 and change, and now trading up to 66. So Tiffany's is showing some strength, and we'll just have to see how that one plays out. But decent little move, 70 bucks. If it got up there, would be a fair amount of resistance. But it looks like it could be, a mover. But to $70, it has potential to upside to 70, in my opinion. Gets to 70 though, watch out. That's a lot of resistance up there. Okay. With that said, everybody, I think we're going to leave it here today. All eyes are going to be on the Bernanke. You do have economic news coming out, so please realize in about 2 more minutes we're going to have the GDP report. Okay, GDP will be reported at 8:30 a.m. That's a market moving report. And then you have the Bernanke at 10 o'clock, 9:55. I believe we're going to have Michigan sentiment. And I think that completes all the news for the day that we're really expecting. But in any case, this is one of those markets where you just have to be very, very cautious. Europe is still a mess. You have the Greek government is now asking for 90% participation from the private sector, or else it will not go ahead with their bond plan. So we have a lot there that we have to watch for. Okay. With that said, everybody, have a great trading day and a great weekend, and we'll talk to you all Monday morning. Take care now.